Staccato HD. It's been in my life for a while now, a couple of weeks. So let's talk about how it's going. Okay, I don't have a holster for this gun, so I can't really train properly with it yet. But I did bring it with me on a long trip. Guys in classes, they know I have it, and plenty of people have like looked around, looked at it, shot it a little bit, and that kind of thing. Now, there hasn't been any malfunctions. Well, there's one little thing with the magazine I'll talk about, but the gun runs fine. At least my example does. It shoots fine, and that's pretty much people's reaction. They pick it up. They're like interested to look at it. Like, oh, okay, okay. Then they shoot it a little bit, and they're just like, eh. And that's been, I think that reaction has been universal, with, like I said, plenty of people trying it, and they're not really impressed. They're like, eh, you know. So, I mean, if they're a Glock shooter, they'll be like, oh, I like the trigger. Maybe they'll say that. But if it's a 2011 nerd already, like they pretty much just like, they're like, yeah, whatever. They're not really that interested in the gun after shooting it. Very interesting to see meh be the reaction. And it's kind of like, if you look at the features on the gun, like, ooh, it's the ambi slide stop. Like, ooh, the iron sights are interesting. Oh, it's a drop safe trigger, like this and that. Like when you actually shoot the gun, none of that stuff is really mattering. You know, it's just you shoot it and it's like, eh, meh. It's been interesting how keen people are keen to look at it, and then they shoot it, and then they're very meh with it. Now, I did say I've had one issue. I wouldn't even, not a big malfunction, just an issue. There's one magazine I have that locks back the slides in my Glocks, but it's not locking back the slide on this, and it's a plastic Glock magazine. So it may end up being the case that we just use the provided magazines with this gun, and it'll work beautifully, and then I just don't put these magazines in my Glocks. That might end up being the situation. In any event, I'll be, I'll be having the gun. I can't wait to get a holster. I'm going to shoot it properly. I'm probably going to get the 4.5 version anyway because I'm kind of a maniac. But right now, I mean, the gun it's the most meh gun, the most meh reaction I've ever seen. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a long-term test with this thing, so we'll see how it goes.